Welcome to Corporals Corner. Today we're going to do a bushcraft overnighter in a suspended shelter. So stick around, we have an outstanding show coming up. Alright, another week bites the dust, which gives you another solo overnighter in the woods. And I'm thinking it's time to bushcraft something. It's been a few weeks, so it's time to get back out there, get on that horse, make something, and then sit back and enjoy the fruits of our labor. Now, one thing I always teach and preach are 3 to 6 mil, not millimeter, mil thickness 55-gallon drum liners. They can be used for anything from water collection to browse beds to even shelters or improvised tarps. One thing I've done in the past is use them to make improvised raised beds. And I got thinking about that. There's a lot of work involved, and it's a raised bed, you're off the ground. But one thing we haven't done yet is use them to make an improvised hammock system or a swing. And a lot of times the ground's muddy, it's wet, storm comes through, and you're either sleeping on the ground, on a browse bed, under a tarp, or in a tent. Most people aren't carrying hammock systems, especially during the wintertime. So why not use what we have, meaning the 6 mil 55-gallon drum liners, and create an improvised hammock or swing. In other words, a suspended shelter. So here's what I'm thinking right here. Got these 2 trees. Run a ridge pole to support my swing or my suspended shelter. Secure them off with a square lash or a diagonal lash using number 36 bank line. From there, we'll go ahead and utilize the same 2 trees to run our ridge line for our tarp system, either a lean-to or an A-frame. One full 40-inch step away, a backstop, meaning a windscreen for a long fire. And using that same mentality, we're going to be off the ground with a lean-to tarp with a reflective side on the inside. It should be basically a gigantic oven, and that heat from that fire will come off and go around my entire body. Theoretically, it sounds good. Let's give it a shot. It's not getting any easier. However, Cobra Kai never dies. That'll work. Alright, so far so good. And the best part is, I know for a fact that 3-inch diameter log or that branch will hold my fat ASS. Nice. Outstanding. Now, before I get the question, yes, green wood for everything. I don't want a dead branch up there and it snaps on me in the night. Now, I secured those using a square lash. You can use a diagonal lash. Pick your poison. But the point is, make sure it's lashed properly. Don't just grab something and whip it on like a shoelace and be like, oh, it's a lash. It's not a lash. Use the correct lashes. If you want to get more familiar with these type of lashes, click on the icon at the top of the screen and I'll take you to one of those videos. Now, let's talk about suspending our bed. Paracord will stretch around 300 pounds. Yes, I know it's 550 paracord, but around 300, 350, it tends to want to stretch. Rope is probably the best choice. However, the longer the rope or the bigger the diameter is, the more bulky it's going to be. So today I want to use something called mule tape. Now, in the past I've shown this. Mule tape, M-U-L-E-T-A-P-E, has a break strength of over 1,800 pounds. And if you look at this, this is 25 foot right here. And in my opinion, it's a nice healthy option to rope. Less weight, less bulk, and I can carry more. So tying your clove hitch is pretty simple. All we're going to do, find your halfway point of your mule tape. We go over top of our branch. Then we're going to come back up underneath. Lift that piece and slide it underneath. Then dress it up. Now what works best, make sure that this is on the top of your branch. So you have two straps that hang off that you can tie your bed off to. I'm going to go ahead and double bag it because I have no idea what these poles have been. That's going to look pretty sweet. So now, to hang that bad boy, all we got to do is grab our mule tape, go around it in a marlin or marline spike hitch, and secure it off with a clove hitch. So all we're going to do is go right over left, and it creates a loop. We're going to walk that loop upwards. Reach inside, pull it through, it forms a pocket. That pocket right there, we're going to go ahead and take our branches or our cross members and place it through there. We can do this we can do anything. Nice. So it started to rain. All I gotta do is drop that front flap down and go into an A-frame. As long as my tarp extends past my bed, it's gonna shed water. So I'm happy. You're happy, I'm happy. But ultimately, I built it, so my opinion matters. Doing work always makes me hungry. Now for you gear junkies, check this out. I got something new from Self-Reliance Outfitters. It's called the Bedroll Cook Set. Check that bad boy out. Basically, it comes with an adjustable grill, meaning I can raise it up and down, depending on the heat that I want. It also comes with an adjustable swing arm for a bush pot. Let's check that bad boy out. All right, check it out. So taking your grill, all you're gonna do, hook it on there like so, and flip it over. Got this little metal retaining clip right here. Slide it up. Now taking your metal dowel, stab it in the ground, wherever you want it at. Pop that bad boy on there. Voila. You can swing it away or adjust it up and down. Now, we have the swing arm for the bush pot. That can go on top or underneath. It also swings away. Look at that. Outstanding. Need to inspect the product. Outstanding. The food of the gods. Sriracha mayo. Tell you what. Oh, that smells good. Taste test time, baby. Bacon wrapped onion rings. Oh my God. This stuff is killer, man. Dude. So here we are being cooked alive in this oven that I made. But all I'm thinking about is bacon wrapped onion rings. This is a pretty cool shelter, but what I'm thinking about right now is Western bacon cheeseburgers, Corporal style, using these bad boys right here. Man. Crunchy and chewy, that onion, oh man. No, there we go. Wow. Tell you what, say it every single time. This is the best one yet. No, this actually is the best one yet. And that bacon rub that I put on there, that was it that maple bacon rub, dude. That with the sriracha, that mayo, nice and creamy. Oh my god, dude. This truly is the food of the gods. And being half god myself, it's hard to get this here on Earth. Go for about 20 more of those. Tell you what, it'd be kind of cool, like at a party too. Man, bacon wrapped onion rings, baby. Tell you what, that dinner was amazing. Outstanding, to say the least. Bacon wrapped onion rings. God, that sauce was good too. Let's talk about this shelter really quick. Now, we've done this before. We've taken our tarp, our reflective tarp, the long fire in a windscreen, and we were basically warm all night. Out there we're looking at 30 degrees. In here, it's approaching 80 very quickly. The one thing that sets this shelter apart from the rest of them is the fact that we're suspended, we're floating. So that heat is actually coming off that long fire, going over my body and underneath me as well. I'm touching this plastic and it's warm to the touch. So being suspended 18 inches off the ground, as long as that fire's going, there's no doubt in my mind I'll be warm all night. There's no fear of conduction, meaning my body touching the cold ground or even this cold plastic because it's warm. No worry about any type of cold air hitting me because that long fire is just pumping out the heat. And again, it's going over top of me and underneath me as well. This is outstanding. Every time I build a shelter, I'm like, well, this is the warmest I've been so far. Well, honestly, this is. I'm actually starting to get extremely hot right now. And another 20-30 minutes of this, I'll be laying here frying in my bacon grease. Bacon wrapped corporal. I want to go ahead and say thanks again for checking out the channels that I mentioned. Endurance Room, Jess Burchill, his channel's jumped. I appreciate that. Same with Black Hat Bushcraft, Coal Cracker Bushcraft, Graybeard Green Beret, Salty Dog Outdoors. So I appreciate you guys checking those channels out. Now, this week's channel, a little bit different. This guy's an old timer, been around for a while. Very experienced, very knowledgeable, good attitude, just a great, good old boy. Has a lot of down and dirty videos, and his name is Blackie Thomas. Now, Blackie, his channel's called Blackie Thomas. Now, he goes out there and gets it done, has a great attitude, and has one goal: to educate people in the woods. And I appreciate that. He's been a supporter of my channel for several years. And he does things a little bit differently. So it's always good to see a different perspective. So if you can, check him out. Again, it's Blackie Thomas. So, last but not least, we're always making headway. Logos and merchandise. Corporals Corner merchandise. 2 people right now are really close. I'm liking their ideas. I looked at some stuff today and I said, hey, you know, can you add this, take away this? And they're doing it right now. If it's good, I'm gonna bust it out probably in a week or so. We're gonna launch. So look forward to that. Along with that, once I get the approval for this and it works, and I'm happy with it, then we're gonna go ahead and announce the 250K subscriber giveaway winners. So I appreciate you guys sticking around. Now I know this format's a little bit different. Again, I keep talking about it because I'm excited about it. These longer videos, I can show everything. Overnighters, gear, skills. Like this video here was skills heavy. Also, we showed some gear. Also some cooking. So, I'm enjoying it. And like I mentioned before, I'm just going to keep on keeping on. And I appreciate everyone that watches. Thank you. All the new subs, appreciate you as well. Dude, that bacon and onions hit the spot, man. Ugh, so tired. Just lay right here and black out. I'll tell you what, this was comfortable. It's actually sagged like this, like a hammock. This is nice. Oh man. Suspended shelter, baby. I think it's coffee time. That's what I think. Let's see what we got for today's coffee experiment. Oh man. Nice. So today's coffee experiment, bam! Haha, strength 5. That means this should be cocaine. Let's give her a whirl. Decent. It is strong. We're getting closer and closer to the logos. We're getting closer and closer to the ultimate instant coffee. Still waiting for the instant Black Rifle coffee. They're still out. Last night was a good night. Let's talk about the shelter. We touched on it last night. We're suspended. They said I can move around. We're hovering, we're floating. We're off the ground. There's no conduction. As far as convection goes, I had that heat going around me all night. Perfect. It's a great shelter. There's enough sag in the drum liners that it actually felt like being inside of a hammock. I'm impressed. This kind of thing is cool because you can put everything together. You can put all the convection, conduction, bushcraft knots and skills and actually create something that works. So I had a good time. It's always fun coming out here and showing what's possible using a minimum kit. Really enjoy that. Oh man, I'm gonna finish my coffee and wrap this up. Oh man. Welcome back. Last night was outstanding, and it was fun too. It's always cool to get out and practice the knots, hitches, lashes, your knowledge of conduction, convection, and do all that while using a minimum kit and actually construct something that you can sleep in and enjoy at the same time. Now, as always, all the gear in this video can be found on my Amazon influencer page or my Self-Reliance Outfitters influencer page. Both those links will be inside my description box. Now please do me that favor, hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. And as always, thank you for your comments, views, and support. Thanks for watching. Get out in the field, have some fun. I'm going to catch you next time.